Hi, this is Isha Sharma,
This is Monika Dahal.
and today we are going to talk about the issues that does not receive enough attention. And I think it's mental health issues and education for the differently able children that are not taken in that are not taken seriously in Nepal and the South Asian part of the world. Uh, Here, there is a huge difference between mental health and physical health. When people suffer from any kind of fever or even a simple slight flu, they go see a doctor. But on the other hand, when they are suffering, going through something related to mental health, be it anxiety or depression, they do not go and seek professional help.
So, like you said, people suffering from the mentioned issues do not seek professional help because the society treats the issue as a taboo. Ignorance of mental health issues and education for differently able children is a major issue in our country because of illiteracy or people's prejudice or lack of awareness.
Yes, you're completely correct. And according to the data, the census held in 2011 AD, Nepal's literacy rate is only 65.9%. If we compare this data with any of the developed countries, we can conclude that the literacy rate of Nepal is very low. And even though the percentage is increasing yearly, there is no such education which includes information about the mental health issues and the problems that differently able children go through in the day-to-day life. The other main reason people back away to confront their issues is, I think, it's because of the society they live in. Our society takes it as a curse to have a child who is differently abled. Like when a child is born and they are not perfect and normal like us human beings, they feel sad. They are not happy to have that child basically. They find it very difficult to accept the child the way they are. Similarly, people in this country also find it very difficult to talk about the issues related to mental health. People fear others' judgment so much that they prefer to stay quiet and not speak up. We people are so judgmental that we judge others on the basis of their looks, on the basis of their height, on the basis of their size, and on the basis of their character, even without even knowing them and without even trying to talk to them. We jump to our conclusions that yes, that person is a bad person just because we hear a one-sided story, and believe it or not, that is going to affect that person in a long run. They are going to think about it, they're going to get upset about it. And I think, like, talking about mental health, people judge. They do. I have met a friend. She was going through anxiety and she went to seek a professional help, and she had the medications. And one day we were going, like, it was just a normal day. We were on our bus going, I think, returning back to home, and she was having her medications, and one of the boys in the bus laughed at her. He said, like, gawar, खुस्केको साइको पागल दिमागको दबाई खाइरहेछ. So that's just an example. Like, people really are that way. They judge people because they are sick, and that's really sad thing. And त्यो त एउटा इक्जाम्पल मात्र हो होइन. देयर सो मेनी केसेस त्यस्तो. त्यही भएर त्यही फेयरले गर्दा नै मान्छेहरू दे डु नट गो एन्ड सिक प्रोफेसनल हेल्प जस्तो लाग्छ मलाई. तिमीलाई?
दे आर साइकोलोजिकली एफेक्टेड फर्स्ट कुरा त
या
होइन.
एक्ज्याक्टली.
अनि साइकोलोजिकली एफेक्टेड भइसकेपछि त्यो साइकोलोजीबाट उसले हेल्प मागिरहेको हुन्छ बट उसले पाइरहेको हुँदैन. मेडिकेसन्सहरू खाँदा पनि इभन हाम्रो अब भनौँ न हजुरबा हजुरआमाहरूको आफ्नै घरकै मान्छेले पनि यो त पागल भएछ, यो खाएर हुँदैन. मेडिकेसन्स क्यान हेल्प देम, रिभाइभ देम के, पहिला जस्तै रिभाइभ गर्न हेल्प गर्छ. बट दे डोन्ट अन्डरस्ट्यान्ड द्याट मेडिकेसन्स will revive, but they believe that he has already been ruined होइन, उसको करियर ruin भइसक्यो. अनि यसैलाई इस्यु बनाएर इभन दे टेन्ड विदाउट हेल्पिङ द पर्सन हु इज इन निड, दे टेन्ड टु स्प्रेड ब्याड थिङ्स अबाउट रिलेटेड पर्सन एन्ड इभन
affect the person more. Okay, they say khuskeko pagal. They do not understand. Basically what we mean to say is they do not understand what that person is going through. When the person who is affected, who has anxiety or depression needs help. They need seriously help, and one way of helping them is giving them medications. But the other way, we have to be nice to them. We have to try to understand them.
They are emotionally affected.
Yeah.
So we need to understand them emotionally. Emotions are a key to understanding a person who is mentally challenged.
Yeah. And basically हामी जज गर्नु भएन के मान्छेहरूलाई. Like we never know a full story. Like कसैको बारेमा हामीले सबै कुरा कहिले पनि थाहा हुँदैन के.
Like don't judge the book
by its cover. Exactly. Like even in हाम्रो स्कुलहरुमा, like where we study, teachers, basically I'm not trying to blame anyone in my life, but I've seen something like हुन्छ नि, like अलि जान्ने स्टुडेन्टहरूलाई like they try to focus more, they try to give more marks to them, अनि यो गर्न सक्छ यसलाई चाहिँ दिने, अब अरूहरू चाहिँ त्यसरी गर्नु हुँदैन जस्तो लाग्छ कि. You never know a person's capability के. म चाहिँ त्यो भन्छु. like even स्कुलमा like म चाहिँ चिल हान्ने मान्छे हो कि. like फर्स्ट टर्म टर्मिनल्सहरूमा बाल नदिने, बोर्डमा गएर खतरा पढ्ने होइन. अनि एउटा टिचर हुनुहुन्थ्यो, उहाँले चाहिँ लाइक फेल नै त होइन, आई वाज अ एभरेज स्टुडेन्ट. अनि उहाँले चाहिँ लाइक जान्ने मान्छेहरूलाई लाइक टर्मिनल्समा टप हान्ने मान्छेहरूलाई अगाडि बोलाउने, छुट्टै सिकाउने के. अनि अरूलाई चाहिँ लाइक युज टु लिभ देम बिहाइन्ड कि. अनि त्यो कुराले मलाई यति अफेक्ट गर्थ्यो कि ला म त नजान्ने रहेछु, म गर्न अनि इनफ्याक्ट मैले त्यो सब्जेक्टमा राम्रो कहिले पनि गर्न सकेन क्या, किनकि आई अलवेज फेल्ट इन्फिरियर. तर मलाई थाहा थियो नि त, आई रियलाइज लेटर मेरो क्यापेबिलिटी त छ नि त, मेरो पोटेन्सियल कति छ त मलाई मात्र थाहा हुन्छ क्या. त्यही भएर बेसिकली वाट आई मिन टु से इज हामीलाई मान्छेको भित्री कुरा केही पनि थाहा हुँदैन कि. वी नेभर नो वाट अ पर्सन इज गोइङ थ्रु. सो इट्स बेटर नट टु जज देम, not anyone, not even our parents, not even our siblings, not even our friends or boyfriends or teachers. We never know what a person is going through, and it's very, rude to judge a person.
हो, यही कुरामा हामी एकदमै रङ गरिरहेछौँ कि. लाइक वी टेन्ड टु रेयर एन्ड केयर दोज हु आर अलरेडी देयर के. But who are behind, we don't make them go forward. Exactly. They are always in the darkness, whereas those who are front always remain in the front. And this hierarchy makes a great difference in the future too.
Yeah. So, अर्को कुरा चाहिँ I think धेरै Nepalese people, like they do not know about mental health. के हो भनेको चाहिँ बेसिकली अब हाम्रो जेनेरेसन, हाम्रो पेरेन्ट्सको जेनेरेसनहरूलाई भनौँ न, मेनी अफ देम आर एजुकेटेड, वी नो द्याट. तर मोस्ट अफ देम दे डु नट नो अबाउट मेन्टल हेल्थ. एङ्जाइटी, डिप्रेसन भनेको के हो भनेर उहाँहरूलाई थाहा नै हुँदैन कि. लाइक पागल भएको मान्छेहरू मात्र मेन्टल हेल्थ को प्रोफेसनल हेल्प लिन जान्छ जस्तो उहाँहरूको मेन्टालिटी छ. अनि त्यो मेन्टालिटी चेन्ज गर्न चाहिँ आई थिङ्क अझै बढी अवेरनेस हुनुपर्छ. अझै हामी जति सुन्छौँ यो टपिकको बारेमा त्योभन्दा अझै नै बढी नै सुन्नुपर्छ भन्ने चाहिँ मलाई लाग्छ होइन. लाइक सो मेनी नेप्लिज पिपल डु नट नो अबाउट मेन्टल हेल्थ इस्युज, एन्ड यही हो कि कोर प्रब्लम. मान्छेले नबुझिदिने, मान्छेले जज गरिदिने, झन् इफेक्ट गरिदिने भने यही कोर रिजन चाहिँ मान्छेहरूलाई थाहा नभएरै हो कि. किनकि जानी त एउटा मान्छेले अर्को मान्छेलाई इफेक्ट त नगर्नुपर्ने हो नि त. बिकज एभ्री ह्युमन बिलिभ इन ह्युमनिजम, एन्ड आई थिङ्क इफ दे डु नट डु सो, आई थिङ्क दे सुड. अब भन्ने नै हो भने त सो मेनी नेप्लिज पिपल डु नट नो अबाउट मेन्टल हेल्थ इस्युज. पिपल डु नट कन्सिडर ह्याभिङ डिप्रेसन अर एङ्जाइटी एज बिङ अनहेल्दी.
This is the main problem.
Yeah. This is the root of the problem. They do not consider having anxiety and depression as being unhealthy.
They relate it with getting tired or sick.
Yeah. अनि मान्छेहरूले भन्छ नि लाइक एङ्जाइटी हुँदा के हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि बेसिकली वी ओभरथिङ्क एन्ड ओभर एनालाइज थिङ्स. अनि मान्छेहरूले भन्छ नि नसोच त्यसको बारेमा, डु नट ओभर थिङ्क इट भन्छस्. अब त्यो भए चाहिँ रुगा लगाइरहेको मान्छेले हाँच्यु नगर भने जस्तै हो कि. स्टप सेइङ द्याट. लाइक एङ्जाइटी, त्यो प्रब्लमै उसको त्यही हो कि उसले धेरै सोच्छ, उसले धेरै एनालाइज गर्छ. एङ्जाइटीको मेन प्रब्लमै त्यही हो. उसलाई पनि त गर्न मन छैन नि.
Rather we can help them by making them involved in different activities like swimming.
Yeah. Dancing, whatever they love,
Singing.
They love to do. Yeah, exactly.
Singing can be the best for those who have it as a passion.
Yeah. Now, के अब हामीले अब एङ्जाइटी र डिप्रेसनको बारेमा त अब धेरै भन्यौँ, तर मेन्टल हेल्थ इस्यु भनेको त्यति मात्र हुँदैन. there are so many other mental health issues like behavioral and emotional disorders in children, obsessive compulsive disorder, paranoia is completely unheard. Like यिनीहरू भनेको त एङ्जाइटी र डिप्रेसन त अहिले यति सुन्यो यति बोल्यो कति अवेर भइसक्यो तर यिनीहरू जुन छ नि यिनीहरूको बारेमा मान्छेहरूले सुनेकै छैन कि दे आर कम्प्लिटली अनहर्ड. So
we have a huge mass of population where people are suffering from these issues, but still their voice is unheard.
Yeah, exactly.
Unheard by even their own family members, own friends, own relatives. And this is triggering them more to get more deeper into that
where they are. Yeah. About behavioral and emotional disorders in children भनेको चाहिँ कस्तो हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि I think it sounds very silly or stupid to so many people now, but those of you who are the elder child of your parents, I think you went through a phase where you were like jealous of your younger sibling. And I know it sounds silly, but it's really a thing. Like children also go through so many things, and we adults treat them like nothing, but they are a huge deal to those children, because children भनेको मैले अब not babies तर like हुन्छ नि 7 देखि 12 सम्म they are considered as children, right? तिनीहरूमा कति धेरै कुरा they may be getting bullied, they may be not included in their friend circle, or they may be feeling lonely and alone every time, and it's a very big thing to them. अनि त्यो बच्चामा जसरी उनीहरूले केसँग डिल गर्छ अनि त्यो उसले के कुरासँग लाइक हुन्छ नि what is going through is going to define his future के. Like for example, if you are getting bullied, if you were bullied when you were very small, when you're in grade 6 or 7, like it changes you in a good way to some, and it also changes you in a bad way. Like कसै like राम्रो मान्छे नि बनाउँछ, कसैलाई नराम्रो मान्छे नि बनाउँछ. For example, like आफै bullied भएको 6-7 मा I turned out into a more matured person, I turned out into a more understanding person, like people say it to me. I had a friend, he was bullied, and class 10 ma he committed a suicide. And see, that's because he was going through something, and मान्छेलाई भन्दाखेरि they used to make fun of him. के भयो त? Like it's a big deal to them, because होला नि त big deal भयो त suicide हान्ने. There was a friend of mine, and like I said, like children also go through so many things. Like it may sound very silly or stupid, but when you have a younger sibling, you go through a phase where you are very jealous of them. अनि यस्तो हुन्छ कि like when you are the single child, you are the only priority, you are the only center of attention, and when somebody new baby comes, it's not the parents' fault, because yes, that baby is very small and needs more attention than the younger child, and needs more attention than the older child. तर त्यो पनि एउटा बच्चाको लागि चाहिँ it's a big deal के भन्न खोजेको चाहिँ like बच्चाहरू पनि they go through so many things, अनि हामीले त्यो बच्चाहरूको कुरालाई त्यो उडाइदियो भनेर केही पनि हैन जसरी ट्रिट गर्यो भने चाहिँ त्यो झन् बढ्दै जान्छ के उनीहरुमा. लाइक
सो आई गेस सिब्लिङको कुरामा चाहिँ त्यहाँ हामीले कज डिस्कस गर्नुपर्छ, किनकि पेरेन्ट्सलाई कजको बारेमा अवेर गराउनु पर्यो नि त. त्यस्तो त्यो कज चाहिँ के हुनसक्छ भन्दाखेरि एक्कासी अब त्यो एल्डर चाइल्डलाई त के भन्छ इन्भाइरोमेन्ट ठ्याक्कै चेन्ज भयो नि त, ऊ प्रायोरिटीमा बसेन. इन्भाइरोमेन्ट चेन्ज भएर उसलाई इन्भाइरोमेन्ट चेन्जले ट्रिगर गर्यो क्या. उसलाई अब पहिला सबैले ख्याल राखिरहेको माया गरिरहेको एक्कासी अर्को एकजना आयो, अर्कोले सबै लिएर गएपछि हामी यत्रो ठुलो भएको मान्छेले त हाम्रो केही लिएर गयो भने हामीलाई यस्तो रिस उठ्छ. झन् त्यो त बच्चाको मानसिकता त के हुन्छ, केही पनि हुँदैन नि, उसलाई त सबै लग्यो मेरो भन्ने त हुन्छ नि.
And that's why they get jealous of their younger sibling.
Yes, and this has been very major cause.
Yeah, not only us, but so many children go through this, and I think we really needed to address this.
Like this issue, your sibling wala issue धेरै ठुलो हैन नि त, but still it has made effect on various चिल्ड्रेन के धेरैजना बच्चाहरू यसरी इफेक्ट भएका छन् एन्ड इफ यु किप अ काउन्ट देन मोर देन 50% अफ द के भन्नु अब बच्चाहरू चाहिँ यो फेजबाट गएकै हुन्छन् त्यो भएकै हुन्छ कि तर यो स्टिल अनहर्ड छ यस्तै सानसानो कुराले त गराउने हो नि डिप्रेसन मेन्टल हेल्थ इस्युज एङ्जाइटी डिसअर्डर सबै सानसानो कुराले गराउने हो सानो सानो कुरालाई हामीले ध्यान दियो भने सानो सानो कुराले इभन पेरेन्ट्सले प्यारेन्टिङमा एकदमै ध्यान पुर्यायो भने यो एकदमै राम्रो रूपमा मिनिमाइज हुनसक्छ क्या बट वी डोन्ट टेन्ड टु गिभ लाइट अपन इट एन्ड
Yeah, about talking about differently abled children, there are so many parents who give birth to children who cannot speak, who cannot talk, who cannot walk, basically apanga bachaharu haina. They give birth to them and they get so frustrated and sad. They think about, they are really upset that they gave birth to a child who is differently abled. अनि लाइक सोसाइटीको मान्छेहरू पनि भन्न खोजेको लाइक सोसाइटी मान्छेहरूले लाइक एक्सेप्ट गर्न सक्दैन क्या जस्ट द वे हाउ द वे दे आर एक्सेप्ट गर्नै सक्दैन क्या सोसाइटीले एक्ज्याक्टली दे ट्राई टु बुली द पेरेन्ट्स इभन आफ्नै हजुरबा हजुरआमाले लाइक आइभ सिन सो मेनी केसेस छोराले अपाङ्ग बच्चा जन्मायो भनेर रिसाइदिने अर्को बिहे एक्ज्याक्टली दे सो मेनी इस्युज के यस्तो अनि अब we are very fortunate enough होइन we are normal human beings, we can talk, we can walk, we can hear, we can see तर त्यस्तो अपाङ्ग बच्चाहरूले पनि like as we say differently able, they are able in a different way, like for example Stephen Hawking, for example Helen Keller, they did such wonderful jobs in their life even though they were differently abled. So
in context of Nepal we can take the example of Jama Kumari Gimire.
Exactly, like they were not normal human beings, they were differently abled people, but they accomplished so much in their life. अनि त्यही भएर मान्छेहरू भन्छ नि अपाङ्ग जन्मियो के जुनीमा पाप गरेछु त्यस्तो होइन. Like do not get frustrated or sad over giving birth to a child who is differently able. He or she may be very special and you never know. अनि त्यही कुरामा चाहिँ अब एजुकेसन दिने कुरामा अब झमकुमारीकै कथा त अब धेरैले सुनेको होला होइन. दे पेरेन्ट्स रिफ्युज टु गिभ हर एजुकेसन जस्ट बिकज सी इज डिफरेन्टली एबल. तर आफैले पढेर आफै लेखेर अब यत्रो धेरै बुकहरू लेखिसक्नुभयो उहाँले. अब कति धेरै बुकहरू छ, कत्रो नाम छ उहाँको. अनि नर्मल कन्टेक्स्टमा चाहिँ नेपालमा चाहिँ त्यस्तो एजुकेसन प्रोभाइड गर्ने ठाउँहरूको बारेमा पेरेन्ट्सहरूलाई अब थाहा नभएको हो कि नचाहेरै नपढाउन
थाहा पाउन खोज्ने पेरेन्ट्सहरूले नि त्यस्तो एरिया भेटेका छैनन् बिकज अफ द फियर अफ द सोसाइटीले के भन्छ.
अनि दे थिङ्क यस्तो अपाङ्ग छोराछोरीमा के पैसा खर्च गर्नु, तर द्याट्स नट द केस. हामीले यति धेरै इक्जाम्पल दिइसक्यो. अनि त्यस्तो लाइक त्यो एजुकेसन दिने सेन्टर्सहरू अझै ग्रो गर्नुपर्छ हामीले, किनकि तिनीहरू बच्चा पनि दे हेभ अ लाइफ, दे वान्ट टु डु समथिङ अबाउट इट. जिन्दगीभरि म अपाङ्ग छु, म केही गर्न सक्दिनँ भनेर बस्यो भने तिनीहरूलाई कति इफेक्ट गर्छ. त्यही भएर वी सुड ट्राई एन्ड अन्डरस्ट्यान्ड द्याट येस दे आर डिफरेन्टली एबल बट दे आर एबल स्टिल.
Yes, and which is the major issue to be noticed in today's life.
Yeah, so धेरै बोलिसक्यौँ. अब to conclude, what we would like to say is there's so many things unheard and unspoken by us normal people. हाम्रो मनभित्रै कति धेरै कुरा छ बोल्नु पर्ने तर बोल्न नसकिरहेको पनि हुन्छौँ हामी होइन. अब for mental health issues and education for differently abled children to be a priority to the general Nepali population, they should be aware. First of all, they should be educated and they should be thick-skinned in a sense like society-ले के भन्ला, मान्छेले के सोच्लान् भन्ने फेयरबाट चाहिँ फेयरलाई चाहिँ हामीले ओभरकम गर्न सक्नु पर्यो कि. लाइक भन्छन् गर्छन् मेरो जिन्दगी आई निड अ हेल्प देन आई निड अ हेल्प, द्याट्स इट. अनि यस्तो हुनको लागि चाहिँ फर दिस टु ह्यापन द बेस्ट अल्टरनेटिभ वुड बी इन्क्लुडिङ इन्फर्मेसन अबाउट दिज इस्युज इन स्कुल करिकुलम. किनकि हामी त बच्चैबाट हामीलाई जे सिकायो जे पढ्यो भन्यो नि मोनिकाले भने जस्तो अपब्रिङ्गिङ प्लेज अ भेरी ग्रेट रोल इन अ पर्सन्स लाइफ. त्यही भएर अब स्कुलदेखि नै त्यही कुरा सिकायो त्यही कुरा पढायो भने त देयर विल डेफिनेटली बी अ भेरी ह्युज डिफरेन्स. अनि त्यसको लागि गभर्मेन्टले अब यो टपिकहरूलाई स्कुल करिकुलममा इफ दे इन्क्लुडेड people will both be educated and aware and they will never back away from the issues के लाइक कहिले पनि डर हुँदैन क्या किनकि सबैजना पिपल अवेर र एजुकेटेड भइसकेपछि त सबैले बुझ्छन् जज पनि गर्दैनन् भन्ने एउटा भरोसा हुन्छ नि त त्यही भएर आई थिङ्क द most effective solution for this problem to end is educating people by including these topics in the school curriculum. अनि त्यो भयो भने like I already said, they will never back away from the issues and they will be confident enough to confront their issues and they will go and seek a professional help. So I think that's it for today. Thank you so much for listening.